Alright guys, this is Team HotNReady, and this is our thoughts that we composed of. Took us several minutes, and this is our idea of how the September 2012 ban list should be. And Victor will present you with these ideas.
And me and Jason will give some explanation to each card. So, first card, we're going to start off with our ban, what's going to get banned. So the first thing is BLS. Konami gave it to us for 2 formats now, and it's time for it to go away again, unfortunately. But oh well, we can't have this guy later. He's too much of a power. He's too OP.
He's a win condition, and he's just so easy to summon. It's not that hard to summon him. Even if he's dead in your hand, you're gonna summon him at least once in a duel.
And the fact he has multiple effects is pretty retarded.
Oh yeah,
so
he has multiple effects.
Yeah, in worst case scenario, even if skills on the field, he's still at 3k beat state, so it's pretty bad.
That's a lot, yeah, a lot.
And then we also got Mind Control. Mind Control needs to get banned because if you guys recall, Brain Control got banned because back in the day, everybody used to just Brain Control, Tribute, summon a Monarch, because at the time Monarchs was like, you know, it was a big deal, and Synchroine was like major back then. So you would like summon a Kaias, and then just like summon the level 2 Synchro, and then Tuner, and then go into Stardust like nothing or something. Well, nowadays we exceed just about every time, so this is a free exceed monster basically. And it's too bad, and it's no cost. It's pretty ridiculous. And then it gets problem clouds out the way. Like if your opponent has a Z-mains, you're just gonna take it from them and then just like get it out the way and just OTK them right there and then. So it's pretty bad. So, yeah. And then also for the Avarice, I mean there's a card that we're gonna unlimit. We'll show you guys later, and it's one of the reasons why this thing needs to get banned. But also the main reason is it's pretty ridiculous. You just think about it. Put 5 of your cards, monster cards, back into your deck, and then draw 2. You're just plussing way too much. And I know Plant is gone and dead, but this card's pretty ridiculous still. You can see how it gets abused in Dino Rabbit too. They get their vanillas back, make their rabbits back alive again.
If you think about it, it's almost like a pot of greed. Almost you're activating that one card to draw 2 cards.
It's pretty bad.
And it's just so broke. You can draw 2 cards like Monster Reborn, BOS, just draw 2 cards.
Okay, so a lot of people are saying that this should get banned, but no, it's not gonna get banned. It's gonna stay at 1. We don't have the card, but it's a 5-headed dragon. 5-headed dragon is gonna get banned. He's the reason why the deck is even broken to begin with. Chaos Dragons. They're gonna keep this around because once you ban 5-headed dragon, there's nothing else that can really use it. They'll use it in heroes. That's about it. And the reason we're saying heroes is because we have other cards from the heroes that are going to get touched. So it's going to be one of the few cards you have left to use for that deck. So, but yeah, 5-headed needs to get banned. He's the worst one out of that deck. Same thing with this. It's supposed to be Wind Up Hunter. So Wind Up Hunter is going to get banned. Because Wind Up Hunter creates the loop. He's the whole reason why they do this shenanigans. And you should slow them way down. And
it doesn't like hurt the deck. It doesn't break the deck. It does slow them down, but the deck still has playable potential.
Exactly. It'll still be playable, and it just won't be stupid anymore. You actually get a turn to counter them now.
Yeah, because at hand loop, you're wasting 5 cards out of your hand. You're not wasting. You're taking out 5 cards. You know, 4 cards.
Sengen needs to get banned. The reason is, it's nowadays it's like our version of Witch of the Black Forest. I mean, it's just go tour guide, get it, and then you. If you're running Dino Rabbit, you wait for it. You search for Dino Rabbit. I mean, you search for Rescue Rabbit. And if you're running Detectors, you search for Hornet or Dragonfly. Or if you're running Windups, you search for whatever the hell you need. It's just basically you can search any power card that's really good nowadays, and it's too overpowering right now. It's a floater, and it's just really bad. I think it's really bad for the game right now. And then 2-1, cards going to 1. It's going to be 1 day apiece. It's pretty ridiculous. The fact you just stall out for a whole turn and you draw a card, it's pretty bad. And yeah, so
it's really good for 5 countdown decks, burn decks. It's just retarded. You're keeping consistency while stalling. Like, no, you can't attack me.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not taking damage.
Red Eyes. Obviously, for Chaos Dragons is like beyond tier right now. It's the most tier deck, so this would definitely just put it way down. And also heretics. They need to like keep the heretics on check. So you don't want them to do the Gustav OTK with this. For Insectors, Dragonfly, that's the problem card. Anybody who says that Hornets needs to get hit, you're a freaking idiot. The Hornet doesn't do anything by itself. It's these guys that do the work. It's the Dragonfly, it's the Centipede, it's them that actually use Hornet and then get the effects off. It's not Hornet. Hornet doesn't do anything. So he's the one that gets your whole loop going. So he's the worst one. So he needs to get hit. And then for Exceed, you got Doka. In my mind, Doka is way worse than Lagia. I don't know why everybody says Lagia is worse. Lagia, you get it one time. Use it one time. Doka, you get 2 free negations of monster effects. It's like such a big deal. I think it's beyond ridiculous. So.
And also in the game, if you haven't noticed, for the meta, one of the most important things are monster effects. You haven't noticed?
Yeah. So it's pretty bad. It needs to go to 1. And then Levier. It's horrible. Levier is horrible. It's just, you could do way too many combos with it. Multiple decks. So, it needs to go hit to 1. Can't leave it at 2.
Summoning monsters from the banish pool and just creating combos after combos after combos. There's so many broken plays with this card. It's it's a monster reborn, the banish pool monster reborn.
Exactly. And the mains. The reason that, I mean, this card is just stupid. Come on now. This card, you need to destroy it 3 times for it to finally go away. And if you don't, then it's going to destroy one of your cards. It's pretty dumb, and Two Guys just makes it like whatever.
It's really easy to make. Like, our idea is that it should go to 1, but in reality it probably isn't, because the OCG is getting Zen mains and tour guides.
Yeah.
So it'll probably go 1 afterwards, but it really should go to 1.
It should go to 1, but it probably won't. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think it should, but yeah. And then for heroes, I think all of this should get banned. Ban everything. I hate heroes. It's one of those decks that I never ever see how heroes neg themselves. It's pretty ridiculous. They have too many power cards, too many combos, too many plays. Everything gets recycled, and it's horrible. So, but in all seriousness. Silver Poly should go to 2. Miracle should go to 1, and it's either one or the other. Either this goes to 2 and this goes to 1, or this gets banned. It has to be one or the other, because you can't do both, because then it kills the whole deck completely. It has to be one or the other though. If you just ban Stratos, the deck is still pretty good, because you have multiples of everything. And then if you can't just do that, because then can't fusion as much. So it has to be one or the other though, definitely, because this deck's retarded. Plus it's the most popular deck in the OCG. So yeah. Jason, what do you think about heroes?
Victor really does make a great point that they all should get banned, but sadly, they're a really good deck, and they really do need to get hit, because they're super amazingly popular in OCG, and they're already starting to spread to the TCG. And many Americans tried making like the OTK variant, even though they don't have like Emerald, they don't have those cards, but they still want to make it because it's that popular and it's that good. Especially when that 4,000 monster Excalibur, when it becomes 4,000, especially when that card comes out, good luck to you. You're gonna see heroes everywhere. So.
Exactly. So yeah.
And then they did win Japan Nationals, and they've been winning a lot in Japan, the OCG.
Yeah, that's something you guys fail to realize sometimes, is like Konami doesn't just focus on us here in the TCG. They focus on the OCG, Japan, and other metas. That's why they ban some of the stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys ever wonder, like, oh, why did they touch that? Or why did they not touch that? It's because some cards are not a problem in Japan, while some cards in Japan are a problem over there, so they ban them over here for us. So you have to take everything into consideration. You can't just focus on our meta or your locals or the decks that you hate. It's a much bigger picture than all that.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh world that you have to take into consideration.
Exactly. So yeah, and then cards going to 2. Earth. Agents aren't really doing anything at all, really.
You don't see agents anywhere just for fun.
So just give them back an Earth, man, and you're giving them more plays again, and you promote Synchron again with Tuner. So I think overall it will help them out, but it won't make them broken like they used to be. Mizuki, same thing. I know everybody, all the banlists that I have seen has like this going to 2 and freaking Destiny Jaw going to 3. Okay, tell you that it's not coming back, guys. So like, relax, all right. But give them some support. Give Zombies some more support. Just give them back a Mizuki
Yeah,
too.
good.
But that's about it. So yeah. Polestar. You can't put it to 1 because then you really just kill it. But you can't put it to 3 because then you're still really consistent even with Red Eyes at 2. At 1. So you have to put it to 2. That way it's in between and you really hurt the deck. So I think 2 is pretty good. Lagia. Like we said, Doka needs to go to 1, but Lagia still needs to go to 2. You can have it at 3 because that's still too many. You can still like spam and that's like just horrible. You can just pot an Avarice and get back, so it doesn't really matter. But you don't want to have it at 1 either, because then that's really bad. You have to really pick your poison when you want to use it. So I think 2 is perfect.
2 is perfect, and also like how we were thinking about banning Powder Avarice. So even banning Powder Avarice, you only have 2 Dokas or 2 Lagias.
Yeah.
My bad about that. 2 Lagias. So you know, it's keeping control. That's all it is. It's just control. Okay. So you don't have the options. You don't have that option to go stupid.
And then the only other card that we don't have is Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit needs to go to 2 because you don't want to have it at 3 because then it's too consistent.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
true.
it too. You're gonna do too many plays, too many shenanigans with it, and then you don't want to put it to 1 because then it completely shuts down the deck. Because if you go Rescue Rabbit and they go Warning, your only out is gonna be Monster Reborn. You're gonna have to like summon it, and then so it's pretty bad. So 2, I think in my mind is just perfect. It's not ridiculous. It's not great. And with Lagia at 2 and Doku at 1, it really puts the deck playable still, but not completely broken like it is now.
Yeah.
And then the last card is Tour Guide. It should go to 2. If not, I mean, it should go to 2 if they don't hit Sangan. If Sangan doesn't get banned, it should go to 2. If Sangan does get banned, then you can leave it at 3, I guess. But I mean, replace it with Tour Buzz. But it's just the reason that this card was much more broken was because of Sangan. I mean, these 2 are like just like freaking trolls together. That's why like she likes carrying them around everywhere. So it's pretty bad. But I think it's one or the other. Either this goes to 2 or this gets banned.
That little bitch right there.
Yeah, little slut. Yeah, nigga saying it all happy, just chilling right there.
I never noticed that.
The only other card, unlimited now, is gonna be Reborn Tengu. Like I said, Pot of Avarice is now banned. Or at least in our perfect world it would be banned, and then this would just go to 3. That way, I know you give just other decks more. I mean, you give even TGs more support again, I guess. And then it's I don't know. It's not horrible. It's not. I don't think it's really gonna do much in our format right now. There's too many dominant decks. I don't think it would impact that much. So just put it back to 3, I guess. And that's basically it, guys. So 3s, 2s, bans. I mean, all these shenanigans. This is obviously all of this won't come into tuition, but you know, some of it will come true, and hopefully Konami will realize what they gotta do. Just saying, that's your worst problem.
Keep in mind that our Banlist prediction is made so that everybody can still have a playable deck, and at the same time, it can still control the Yu-Gi-Oh world.
Exactly. We don't want to kill any deck. Which, if you look at our ban list, we're not trying to destroy anything. Nothing that we touch, wind-ups, rabbit, like Poltars, we didn't kill it. We didn't kill the decks, but we made them so that they're not so stupid anymore, but they're still competitive.
Yep.
And that's what we want. So that's what we try to do. But I mean, feel free to disagree, guys. This is obviously freedom of speech. If you guys want to say we're freaking retarded, and you know, feel free to explain to us why and why you feel that one card or the other shouldn't or should get banned, or if there's anything you guys think we missed or anything whatsoever, let us know. We literally talked about every deck you guys can imagine, so I don't think we didn't consider everything. I mean, we talked about Dark Worlds and all that stuff, so we talked about everything, and this is basically what we came up with. But if you guys have anything else, or you want to post your predictions, just post them down below. And then, yeah, thanks for reviewing, guys.
Alright, Team HotNReady.